How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I haven't seen you forever. Hey, Rich. Hey, Mel.
Hi, Tim.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. To home and make a song that chase my tail again. Well, I'll never catch it, so I know that I'll never win. And you say I'm better than the damage that I do, but I just can't see myself without you seem to. Little LionHeart, I'll run again. So go on and try to catch me if you can. LionHeart, I'll run again. So go on and try to catch me if you can. To home and make a song that ends up on the fight. And now I'm the only one who's standing in my way. And you say I'm brave for the damage I've been through, but I just can't see myself going about it the same too. I'll run again. So go on and try to catch me if you can. I'll run again. So go on and try to catch me if you can. All of my courage, all of my courage, I'm fading. All of my courage, all of my courage, stand. All of my courage, all of my courage, I'm fading. 'Cause I've never been as brave as I wanted to be. I'll run again. So go on and try to catch me if you can. I'll run again. So go on and try to catch me if you can. Just catch me if you can. To hold me like a sun that chase my tail again. Well, I'll never catch it, so I know I'll never win.
Nice. Lionheart. All right, that was awesome. That was great. You know what the drag is? No matter what we're connected to, fucking buffering.
Yeah.
Has it been 3 years?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was going through some old emails and updating the mailing list, and I found an old email from you inviting us to do an interview on Free Uncensored Radio, and I said, let's do it. We're coming to Iota. Let's do it.
And Iota is such a great venue.
It is.
Super
venue. You've played there before, right?
This is our second time at Iota. It's obviously not our second time in the Northern Virginia area, but it's only our second time at Iota, and our first time was an absolute blast. So we're really looking forward to going back.
Between all the tours, how much time are you able to carve out to create music while you're on the road, like Lionheart and Cannonball?
I mean, it's definitely hard to find the time. It's amazing how many songs of ours start out in sound check at some of these venues. Like I'll just be noodling on the guitar, as those guitar players tend to do. Even when Melanie is glaring at them, I may still be noodling. And then every so often, Melanie say, "What is that? I really like that." And then one of us will pull it out our iPhones and we'll record a little snippet of it.
That's how Cannonball started, right?
Yeah.
He was messing around with pedal on his pedal board because something was fluky from the night before, and he was trying to make sure it was working. And he started playing the riff for Cannonball, and I said, "What is that? What is that?" He said, "I don't know. I don't know." And I said, "Well, keep playing it." And then I recorded it, and I loved that riff, and so we wrote a song around it.
One of the things that really interested me about you as a band is the number of instruments you play. The not only the percussion that you do, Mel, but the guitar and also flute too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Flute
throw in a
too.
little flute. I am the drummer for SIRSY. We are a duo. For those of you out there who don't know who we are a duo. Rich plays guitar. He plays a Rickenbacker. He does not play this little acoustic thing as he's doing here on this couch session. He plays a Rickenbacker, and he has probably the world's biggest pedal board. You'll have to come
That's
and
what she said.
yourself. You know what they say about a guy with a big pedal board. And then I am the drummer. I play a full drum kit, but I play it standing up. I'm also the lead singer, and then the two of us trade off bass parts. I have a keyboard thing set up on my drums, and I play it sort of like a piano. Rich has one at his feet that he plays with his feet. So that is how we trade off bass parts. And then I do also throw in the occasional flute solo, as any good band geek would do.
And melodica, she plays a little melodica.
A little melodica.
That little hootery looking thing.
I do.
I have a couple of endorsements that I thought were pretty interesting. You have Pasty Cymbals, and I was actually pretty fascinated because I did a little research into Pasty. They really just started to really kick in the United States in like the early 1980s, which, even though they've been around like from the turn of the century. How did they find you, or how did you find them?
A good friend of mine, she goes by the drumming name Helen Destroy. She played drums in an all-girl Zeppelin tribute, Led Zeppelin, and John Bonham was a player at Pasty Cymbals. So Helen was seen by the reps from Pasty, and she is an amazing drummer, so she was given an endorsement. And so I got my foot in the door through her. She sent her contact there, our band name, and said, you got to check these guys out. And so I sent him an email, and I sent him some videos of us performing live, and he flipped out and loved the band and offered me an endorsement. So it was really cool.
That's great.
So I'm very excited. Yeah.
You also have Vader Percussion, right?
I do, and I got that through also another friend. I mean, it's good to have musical friends in the world. John Kerr, he is a musician based out of Boston, and he used to work for Vader Percussion. He wasn't the person who gave endorsement deals, but he knew the guy who did, and he said, you know, you got to check out this band, this girl's really good. And again, the guy checked the videos out and liked them, and then offered me an endorsement deal. So it's good to have musician friends.
How are you getting your music directly to your fans? Are they finding it at Amazon, on iTunes and different things? Are they buying it at your shows? Are you still selling CDs? How has that shifted, if it's shifted at all?
Yeah, that's a great question, actually.
It's a little bit of everything. I mean, you know, we do have a presence on iTunes and Amazon. You know, and some of those financially are better for us than others. We do still sell a lot of CDs at our shows. We sell them directly on our website. I mean, basically, we try to make it available everywhere possible, and then, you know, the money might come trickling in pennies, but it does eventually come in. So, I mean, you really need to get yourself out there. I mean, for us, one of the biggest places that we sell is right at shows.
Which is the way that it helps the band the most. The band gets the best percentage when you buy it directly from the band. And I think some people who support indie bands like us know that. And so they make a point, even if they've downloaded the album already on iTunes, they make a point to then go buy it at your show to help support you when you're on tour, which is really cool. That's our fans right there. They bend over backwards to help support us on the road. Some of them will, you know, bake cookies and bring them to us at the show and say, well, we don't know if you've had a chance to eat, so here you go. And I mean, they're like our family. They really are.
Well, the last time we were all talking with each other, I think you had just signed with Bunzalo?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going?
That was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's served us well thus far.
It's like anything in life, a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, any kind of relationships are like that. Business relationships, life relationships, yeah.
Yes. We'll see what 2014 brings. It may bring a change. We'll see.
Yeah.
Look, you know something, wherever you go or whatever you do, whether it's on your own or whatever you do, you're just such two brilliant artists.
Thank you so much.
in your own right, but also together. Boy, what a great combination. How did you both meet? Did we talk about this?
I don't know if we ever did, but we met because of Star Trek, actually, which
Get the hell out of here.
it's probably a cliched thing for bands. Probably most bands do meet because of Star Trek, but we actually...
Even though I am much more of a Star Wars fan, I do also enjoy Star Trek.
We're both sci-fi fans, and I was actually at a Star Trek movie and had to pee. People who know me know that I have to pee at least once every 30 minutes or so. So I was in the lobby
Too much information.
of the movie theater, and I ran into this drummer that I knew, and he said, "Hey, aren't you a singer or something?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "We're looking for a singer to sing in this band that we got going on. We're trying to just kind of make some extra money." So I said, "Okay." So I showed up at the audition. I met Rich. Rich was wearing a Star Wars shirt at the time, and we bonded over our love of science fiction, and we did not stay in that band that we met in very long. It wasn't really our scene, but the two of us broke off and started writing songs and became SIRSY, and we formed SIRSY right around the year 2000. So right around then. So it's been a while. We've been together a while now. So that probably explains the good chemistry we have on stage.
Oh yeah, the good chemistry.
Yeah, because we would have killed each other by now otherwise, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so then a Star Trek question for you, Belle.
Uh-huh.
Favorite Star Trek episode?
Well, I can tell you that my favorite Star Trek series is Voyager.
Oh, wow.
Captain Catherine Janeway and Seven of Nine are two badass women that I very much admire. So,
Are you ready for this? A friend of mine, he was dating this girl from Vietnam. Her name in Vietnamese meant she was the seventh child of nine. She was actually 7 of 9. I mean, how cool is that? Being the Star Trek geek, do you have any idea what 7 of 9 actually meant?
well, she was part of the board, right? And she was the 7th of
a group of 9.
A group of 9 of that portion of the board. I mean, not that I know, but I think
Wow.
I'm way cooler. I actually I don't know what the Borg is. I'm very cool.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, listen, you know, I can't wait. I'm going to be in town that week, so I can't wait to stop by and see you and catch up again. And I invite everybody who is either viewing or checking this out to check out SIRSY. Check out the videos. Check out the music. Some great songs, some new songs like LionHeart and Cannonball, and some great performances too. 2 bands. And the great thing is, somehow or other, Mel is able to hold her pee for the entire show. You don't have to.
I will not be peeing on stage, nor will I be taking any breaks. And I'll be going for well over an hour. So that's a feat in and of itself.
She's going to say that for South by Southwest.
And unlike right now at that show at IOTA, we both will in fact be wearing pants.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, this is SIRSY. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, and I'll definitely see you at IOTA, and continued success, all right? Love you
Thanks
guys.
so much, Ted, for your time.
Good to see you, buddy.
May the force be with you.
And also with you.